Good morning, happy, healthy, fabulous, and I'm Ro, your happy mindset coach. So yesterday we talked about critical thinking, and today we're going to continue that, but in a different light. When we first started these vlogs, and it was like 80 some vlogs ago, I talked about beliefs and how your beliefs control what you do. You believe something strongly, that's what you're going to move towards. And a lot of our beliefs, we don't even know we have, right? Because we've given them as kids and we just live by them. So I'm going to tell you a story. My grandmother used to have me come over every summer. I'd stay with her for a couple weeks. And I knew all her lady friends. And at the time, my grandmother must have been in her 60s. Younger than I am now, but I thought she was this old lady and her friends were all old. And several of her friends died during the couple years that I was visiting a lot. And they died because they broke their hips. So my grandmother said, yeah, well, you know, it's sad that they died, but they broke their hips and that's what happens. Okay, so I was a kid. She told me that's what happened. They died. I believed her. Then when I was 59 or 60, I was skiing in Vail. I wasn't an experienced skier. I was just learning. I was up the mountain and it got really crazy up there. It was windy. And I was with my now husband, my then boyfriend, Steven, and we're skiing and it was awful. And it was windy and it was cold and it was icy. And I fell and I hurt myself, but it wasn't that bad. I figured, I must have pulled something. I got to get down this mountain. So I got up and started skiing again. I skied for a little bit and boom, something really bad happened and I fell. Something happened inside of me and I fell. And here, when they brought me down, they got me to the hospital. They found out my hip was really badly broken because I guess when I fell the first time it cracked, and then when I kept skiing on it, it got real bad. So you can imagine, what do you think happened? They told me my hip was broken. I hadn't thought about this in years, and here I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. Because that's what happens. You know, my mom broke her hip, and I thought, no, Mom, you're going to get better, but she just kept going downhill. And she died. So here I am, broken hip, going to die. So I'm telling Stephen, look, you got to take care of my son and his family and my brother and make sure they're okay. And he's like, you know, you're not going to die. They're just going to operate. But, you know, I knew. He's promised me you'll make it through the surgery. And so I promised him. So I knew I was going to make it through the surgery, but, you know, I knew I didn't have much time. So big changes happened. So I make it through the surgery and, you know, they tell me I'm going to go to rehab, blah, blah, blah. And here, this is Vail I'm in. So they have this amazing rehab center where all the athletes come, like all the professional football players, baseball players, all the Olympic athletes, they come there to get surgery and to get rehab because they break things. So here I am, I go to rehab and I think, okay, I'll try it. And I'm in with all these amazing people that are going to get better. And the woman they pair me up with for my rehab, she's 15. She's a figure skater. She's a champion. And she had a broken hip. She's going to get rehab with me, and she's going to get back into the game like the rest of them. My whole belief changed. My whole belief changed in that one day. It just changed. It's like, you know, and I've been teaching about critical thinking before this, right? And so I thought, oh my God, the questions. Is it true? Is it true for everyone? No, it wasn't true for everyone. Look at these people around me. And some of them were there many times because they broke other things. You know, you put your body through a lot of stuff, you could break things. Then You heal them, and you go out and you do stuff again, right? That's the way they do it. So I said, okay, I'm ready. They gave me crutches with little prongs on them because I was in the snow in Vail. I was up and down the third floor, with my crutches. After a week, I'm up and down. I'm going into the snow. I'm taking the bus to the rehab center. I'm getting better. Okay. But if that didn't happen, guess what? Those beliefs would have controlled me. I probably would have been dead. So, remember, when you believe something strongly, ask yourself, is this true? Is this true for everyone? Do all the experts believe that this is true? And then decide how you're going to believe. Okay, I was lucky. I got to that rehab center and I was lucky that I was able to see that and change my beliefs. Okay? But now when things come up in my head, and things still do, you have buried beliefs from when you were a kid. Okay, this is a super long video. Just think about that, okay? All right. Bye. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.